Naimbag na Aldao, Pilipinas. Welcome to Optimal Talks, where we delve into today's pressing issues. I am your host, Ernest Salupin, here to discuss with you all our topic for today regarding how the local government unit of Baguio City mitigates the effects of El Nino. Now we have Lauren Panglao here in the City Hall to interview a special guest we have on our podcast. That is Miss Eileen Refuerzo.
Good day everyone, my name is Lauren Panglao and I'm here right now with Ma'am Eileen Refuerzo, the current chief of the Baguio City Public Information Office, and we are here to discuss about how the LGU mitigates the effects of El Nino here in Baguio City. What are the current effects of El Nino we are facing right now?
Yes, as the mayor said, there's really an acute shortage of water in our city. So, what the city is doing is it's working closely with the Baguio Water District in its program, no? Syempre, the Baguio Water District has all the yung kanilang programs how to mitigate itong El Nino problem before paano. So may mga projects sila na nasi-share kay mayor, like yung kanilang deep well drilling, yung mga bagong water sources na explore nila, they are developing them. Pero just the same, dahil nga may seasonal decline ang tawag nila doon, no? Seasonal decline of water supply sa lahat na existing sources natin. It cannot be helped na mangyayari ito. Lalo na at naging sobrang init, di ba? Hindi normal ang init. So talagang bukod sa seasonal decline, na-worsen yun nung El Nino na phenomenon that we are experiencing. So what the BWD is doing is, yun nga, sa scheduling nila, they are doing their best to siguro yung masuplayan lahat yung mga problem areas. Pero just the same, hindi naman natin mamimit talaga yung demand, no? Dahil nga kulang din yung pinoproduce ng water sources natin. So, as we can see naman, like us in the PIO, we are receiving complaints from our constituents, and the mayor is forwarding those concerns to the water district for them to act. So far naman, ang na-experience namin, all the concerns that we are receiving and we are forwarding to the BWD general manager, he's acting on them. Immediately, nagpapa-open yung supply for that area. So, tas continuing yung mga programs nga ng water district on development of new water sources.
Besides po yung deep well drilling, ano po yung ibang mga programs ng BWD na inaano niya po para sa public?
Ayun, I cannot answer na for water district. Iyon ang alam ko na. Tapos may mga plans din sila ng bulk water program. They are exploring it. Iyon ang nakita ko sa press releases nila. So siguro yun one of those measures. At saka siguro sa water district na yung mga ibang specific measures na ginagawa nila.
Over time po, did you notice a change in effects of the El Nino here sa Baguio?
Over the years or siyempre, parang ngayon ang worst so far. Sa experience ko lang yun personally. But even before naman, we're experiencing water shortages. Normally, mag-start ng December, where every time that scarce na yung rain, no? So, it's a normal occurrence, pero parang this year, is dahil prolonged El Nino and parang sobra yung intense ang heat, no? So, parang mas worse ngayon.
Based on your observations po, other than the water shortage na problem, how do these affect the citizens of Baguio?
city health. Well, before, di ba, last January, we experienced yung diarrhea outbreak. So, in a way, naging blessing yon kasi we put in place certain measures to ensure that our water supply is safe, no? Kasi the mayor, due to because of what happened, nagkaroon ng, we were able to meet all yung water suppliers, whether yung distributors na bulk water, yung mga deep well sources, and at the same time, itong mga, yung, anong tawag sa kanila, water purifiers, distributor, yung mga iniinom natin, no? Yung 5 gallons, gano'n. Yun. And we were able to implement measures to make their water safe, no? Dun sa we found out na may association itong mga water purifiers, pero itong mga bulk water, yung mga deep well owners, yung mga truck owners, yung water delivery trucks, wala silang association. So when the mayor suggested that they organize themselves para they will be able to police their own ranks, they followed. So ngayon meron na silang association. At sa karamihan kasi sa kanila walang business permit. So now we are able to identify them and we are able to convince them to get permits na rin. So better na may permit kasi may mga with the issuance of permits may mga kasamang regulations yan, like yung regular testing ng water. So dahil naging legitimate na sila, monitor na natin ngayon yung quality ng water na sinusupply niya sa atin. And then, we're able to safeguard the health of our health.
A follow-up question po. Dun nga po sa water shortage, ilang months or if umabot man ng years, kailan yung estimated na maglalast yung water shortage?
Of course, as the El Nino phenomenon is here, as long as it's here, we expect na we're going to experience it that long then. So, but their latest announcements naman is the worst is over according to Pag-asa. So we expect na we're going to have ample supply na rin when the rains come, no? So yun nga, and expect naman natin yan too much rain. So La Nina naman, sobra-sobra naman tayo sa tubig. Ang idadasal naman natin huminto na.
Thank you po for your time.
We thank our guest for sharing her insights with us. Let's set the stage with a brief overview of the discussion by Rian Baluet and Leira Hernandez.
Initially, I had doubts about the efforts of Bawadi to mitigate the water shortage issue in the area. Specifically, my concern arose from the fact that for over 5 days, we had no water, but other people in the area were receiving it. The inconsistent water supply left me feeling frustrated and confused. However, after the interview regarding mitigating the water shortage, I now have a better understanding of the challenges associated with water shortage. I had previously assumed that Bawadi was inactive due to the negative comments they received. However, I am now aware that Bawadi is working collaboratively with Baguio government to address this issue. The deep well drilling program, for me, is a promising solution, and I appreciate their efforts to resolve this issue to the best of their abilities.
Regarding about the water shortage, which is one of the effects of El Nino, I am also disappointed with Bawadi because of I had experiences with water access. For example, I couldn't access water for 3 days already, and sometimes the water just stops flowing in my home and it's annoying. However, after listening to the interview of Ma'am Eileen about mitigating the water shortage, I was enlightened because they are actually doing measures that will result to us finally having water, and I hope that this will continue. Especially with the use of deep well drilling that was mentioned, I understood that Bawadi has the ability to address this issue, and the Baguio government is also working to solve this problem. But I know that this will not be the first time experiencing water shortage in the city. However, I still appreciate the efforts that they are doing to solve this problem, especially to those citizens that are also experiencing water shortage.
And that is all. Thank you.
Thank you for listening in to this episode of Optimal Talks. Remember to stay tuned for more upcoming episodes. Until then, this is Optimal Talks signing out.